Hey everybody, once again this is a video coming from me, Stacked and Grounded. Big news just dropped. The US is changing the H-1B visa rules drastically, and it could affect hundreds of thousands of people. Starting September 21st, 2025, a one-time fee of $100,000 must accompany new H-1B visa petitions. No, it's not every 3 years, it's just once up front. If you were planning on relying on that visa route, this video is for you. We're going to go into what actually changed, the history of H-1B visas, and reactions from Elon Musk, and what was the cost before versus now, and what to watch out for if you're planning on getting one or you want to get one. So what exactly changed? On September 19, 2025, President Donald Trump signed a proclamation that requires a $100,000 payment to accompany any new H-1B petition. Anything that is submitted after 12:01 a.m. Eastern Time on September 21st, 2025. So once this video actually gets released, it will be past that time. I want to get into some important clarifications about this. It applies to only new applicants, not people who already hold those visas or renewing them. It is also a one-time fee for the petition and not annual or repeated cost every 3 years. This is a drastic jump from how things worked before. Before, you would file fees, employer sponsorship, legal fees might just cost a few $1,000s. It's nowhere near $100,000. Let's rewind a little bit. H-1B was created under the Immigration Act of 1990. It was signed by President George H.W. Bush. The idea behind it was to allow U.S. employers to bring in foreign professionals in specialty occupations, people with at least a bachelor's degree. It is to fill needed roles in technology, healthcare, engineering, science, education, when domestic supply is limited. Over the years, H-1B visa holders have made a huge contribution. Software engineers, medical doctors, university researchers, tech startups, etc. Many firms, big tech especially, depend heavily on foreign talent via the H-1B. The cost of it used to be moderate, and renewals/extensions were routine. It was a pathway to help build innovation in the US to fill the gaps. Reactions about this have been intense. One person making noise right now is Elon Musk, who himself has experience with the visa system. Now, if you didn't know, I'm not going to blame you, but Elon is from South Africa. He posted on X last December defending the H-1B program, saying that many people critical of it forget that it's allowed thousands of skilled workers to help build companies like SpaceX, Tesla, etc. But Musk also said that the system is broken and in need of reform. So while he does support the concept, he acknowledges the issues with it. Some tweets have gone viral in the context with this new fee, both praising the H-1B's past value and cautioning about this sudden change. So right now I feel like it's a good time for us to compare before this change and after the change. This here is the typical price for a H-1B visa. I did a quick Google search as I don't have an H-1B visa, but I can tell you how much it was. Before recent changing, the filing fees for a new H-1B visa petitioned around $1,700 to $4,500. And you see that fee included things like a registration fee, which I think is BS, for $215. A base filing fee that is $780 per petition, which is now $100,000. That also includes a $750 training fee for employers with 1 to 25 full-time employees. As you can see, this is riddled with fees. I'm not going to go down all of them, but also fraud detection and prevention fee is $500. Now, with this new proclamation, new applicants face a $100,000 fee one time just to file their petition, plus the existing fees. So the barrier for this is way up. People from regions where salaries are lower will struggle. Some people will not even apply because the cost of this is too steep. Employers may be limiting using H-1B visas only for very high-paid senior roles, leaving out junior foreign talent. There are some serious concerns about this. Tech firms, universities, healthcare institutions that rely on H-1B talent, raising the cost so high could sharply reduce the flow of skilled labor from abroad. Here's something some people are reporting. Some passengers are already refusing to board flights or crossing the borders because of fear. The fear is that when they try to re-enter the US, there might be issues tied to the new rule. There's confusion over whether having to file new petitions, travel, or renewal, if they may require paying that fee. Here's the clip of people getting off the plane.
Circumstances, obviously, that are unprecedented for us here at Emirates. The flight was taking off from San Francisco Friday when many started to get off the plane over fear of not being able to return to the U.S. The White House has now clarified that the new H-1B visa fee will be a one-time payment imposed only on new applicants.
Man, that looks like a movie clip. All of this really creates anxiety and uncertainty for those with existing status or hoping to apply. Clear guidance is still needed from the government. But once again, I'm just going to reiterate real quick how this fee works. If you already hold a H-1B visa, then you aren't required to pay the $100,000 fee even when renewing. Now, how renewing works, I am really not sure. I think there's where we'll actually need verification from the government to tell us how much the fee would be if you're just renewing a visa. If it would just be this time that you don't have to pay the fee, but next time you have to. We need clarification. But for now, just know that you're good. But if any more news comes out of this, I'll definitely let you guys know. Now, for my personal opinion, I do see both sides of the argument. For protecting jobs for US citizens is valid, and ensuring companies don't use visas to underpay or replace domestic labor is very important. But a change that is so drastic that it risks harming many industries that depend on international talent. If I were designing this policy, this is what I would do differently. The first thing I would do is gradual implementation of it. Phase in the fee over 1 to 2 years instead of suddenly imposing it. Next, I would say exemptions or lower fees for people who are already in the US or those who have already been employed for a while in the US, especially in in-demand fields. No, right now they are not charging $100K to renew. Like I said, we do need clarification on that. It's no telling what they're going to say about it, so I'm just saying if it was me, I would do exemptions or lower fees for it. Next, I would do scaled fees. Maybe I would base the fee on employer size or the salary offered or the field. That way it's not just a flat rate for every industry like it is right now. And last, I know what they said. They said that current visa holders don't have to worry about that $100K fee. But I would definitely shield the current visa holders clearly with full guaranteed rights for renewal and travel. This change once again becomes effective in September 21st, 2025. So when you see this video, it is in effect. With that being said, if you are in this situation, please update yourself, talk to an immigration attorney, and plan ahead. Alright, so this is what I want to ask you guys. What do you think about these changes, and do you think that the $100K fee is justified or it's overkill? Also, if you were the one in charge, what policy would you place for H-1B visas and to balance protecting US workers but not shutting out overseas talent? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this breakdown to be helpful, once again, my name is Stacked and Grounded. This has been another financial breakdown, and please hit the like, subscribe, and share so that more people know what's happening. Let's build, y'all.